All right, welcome into 5 Reasons to Bet, the Monday edition. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can find me at 5 Reasons Sports. Also, you can find me at Ethan J. Skolnick. We got our guy, Jim Rodriguez. You can find him at JRod Show. The NCAA tournament is still going on, so still our focus is there. We'll switch to NBA a little bit later in the week. Before we do, though, we want to make sure that you go to busr.com. That's busr.com /5RSN, the number 5 RSN. 20% sign-up bonus up to $100. So just go there, click on the link, and get up to a $500 welcome bonus. Also, 100% bonus if you deposit on crypto. So a lot of good stuff there on busr.com /5RSN. All right, Jim, let's get right to it. I was thinking of you during the Georgetown game, but you had better success on some of the others. I just happened to be watching that one. Some of the others went quite a bit better for you. Let's get to it. Look, a lot of upsets in this tournament. I think looking back at it, probably the right play from the beginning of this tournament was just take the money lines for all the underdogs because it's probably going to come out in your favor because it was such a weird season and it was just so hard to handicap. But let's go to you on this. Kansas, USC. Kansas struggled a little bit in their last game and then pulled it out. But you don't like a winner here. Well, tell us what you like.
See, because the thing about when you're gambling, you're not necessarily betting on who's going to win or lose. You're betting on what side you're on. And USC likes to run, okay? They have very up-tempo offense, the way they play hoops. And Kansas, because of the schedule, you can call it COVID or whatever, they played a bunch of teams this year that don't like to run. So that defense isn't accustomed to sort of a run-and-gun kind of thing. Now, Kansas has got a lot of young kids who they went through their COVID issues. They're getting those players back now, and now those young legs are going to start to run. So what I like in this game more than anything else, I like points. I think the Kansas defense is not used to the high up-tempo offense, and they are now starting to score points. So if you checked on busr.com, you saw 135. I like 135 as the over in that game. So Kansas, USC, it's the late game tonight, Monday, over 135, easy.
Yeah, I may play that over there. I mean, you think about it, 75-61, you're over. That's really not that high a number. Maryland, Alabama, the spread is 6. Alabama giving the points here against Maryland. No, not a surprise there. Who do you like?
Well, Bama loves threes. And as you know, being an NBA guy, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. So the key to this game, and you can also do some in-game live betting. So if all of a sudden it goes sideways on you at the beginning, you can always adjust at busr.com, do a little second half bet. But if Alabama comes out and starts hitting those threes, lights out, game's over. -6 all the way. Problem with Maryland is they are a one-shot team. They don't get a lot of offensive rebounds. So if they miss, that's going to be Alabama coming back. So -6 is very doable. You're going to get some free throws in the end. So it's a combination. If Alabama starts hitting those threes and Maryland can't get those offensive boards, it's an easy cover for the Crimson Tide.
All right, so Alabama -6 and the over in the Kansas USC game. That's the college games coming up. Clippers-Hawks, though. Clippers-Hawks, -6.5. The Clippers are favored. The Hawks have been hot, though, since Nate McMillan took over. Trae Young is having a tremendous month after he was struggling a little bit under Lloyd Pierce there at the end. But you may buck the trend here a little bit.
Well, listen, 6 in a row, that's great for the Hawks, but something's got to give, right? I believe firmly, even in COVID, a weekend in Los Angeles, especially after a victory over the Lakers, I think they might have gotten a little ahead of themselves. Plus, they've won 6 in a row. Listen, we all know Nate. We all know the kind of player and the kind of coach he is. Very successful on both sides. I think that comes to an end. Clippers -6.5. I like it a lot. But here's what I also like. The under in this game. Under is 225.5. I could see Atlanta throwing up 90, okay, coming off all those 6 in a row. Atlanta doesn't, even though they've been scoring points, they're not exactly a big-time offense. So I can see them scoring 90, 92 points. That would mean the Clippers have to go 130. This game will be over by the fourth quarter. Under 225.5. If you can get it even higher, remember it was up to 224 this morning, and it went up. I think the book got it wrong. So let's take advantage. 225.5 under, and then while you're at it, take the Clippers -6.5. I think it comes to an end. I think the Clippers win this easy.
All right, so Clippers -6.5 against the Hawks and under 225.5. Let's go a look ahead at Saturday now. You got 2 games you like. The darlings of the tournament, Oral Roberts, they're getting a ton of points against a more traditional power here. They're getting 11.5. Who do you like?
I think it's early. This could change. So, but it's kind of like stocks. You want to get in early. you got to ride the hot horse. And again, I don't think Oral Roberts is going to win the game, but I think they're going to cover. I think 11.5 points. Now, Arkansas now has had a week to study. They'll have a week. They'll see what went wrong, for the teams that played Oral Roberts. But I think when you're feeling it and you're playing well, and remember, there's no travel, so everybody's staying in Indianapolis. Everybody's fresh. 11.5 right now. You're going to watch. This point total is going to go. This spread's going to go down. I like 11.5 Oral Roberts. I'll take a flyer on them. Why not? That's a lot of points.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 9.5 by the time the game starts. All right, Syracuse plus 6.5 against Houston. That one also on Saturday.
Yeah, Houston, for some reason, the college team, much like the pros team, they find a way to win, but they win kind of ugly. They barely escaped against Rutgers. I'm not convinced that Houston is all that good. Now, will Syracuse beat them? I would even float the money line on this game. I think Syracuse could win. It's all about teams that are hot, teams that are trending up in the NCAA tournament. You give me Boeheim plus 6.5, I'll take that every day. Now, that's today. This could change. I think the number will probably go down, but at busr.com today, it's 6.5. Get those points. Why not? That's a lot of points.
We'll see how the zone works in that one. All right, so to rehash this, I'm sorry, but you can recover your money if you lost last weekend, which Jim did not, but there you go.
Grand Canyon!
There you go. Kansas, USC, over 135. Alabama, -6 against Maryland. Clippers, -6.5 versus the Hawks, under 225.5. Also, Oral Roberts, plus 11.5 against Arkansas on Saturday. And Syracuse, plus 6.5 versus Houston. Again, go to busr.com/5RSN. Get that bonus. You can get up to $500 when you do it. I haven't signed up yet. I'm doing that now. And I'm actually, I'm giving you a shot, Jim. I'm going to give you a shot.
All right.
So curse your name later. But check it out. JRod Show. We appreciate it. 5 Reasons to Bet will be back on Wednesday.
Get it, kids.